benefit from the laws, we should be able to meet this goal better, because we all are interested in it, and I don't think it's fair that even though always is going to be inequalities, we cannot allow inequalities to the point when it's that some people have a lot, very, very, very few people don't have nothing, but the majority have a standard lifestyle. No, it's not that, is that it have got to the point when a few people have everything, very, very few people have everything, and the rest, the majority, the big majority, have a misery. It's living a misery life. It cannot be right. I know the people that don't believe in that, and they think as long they are living well, everything is fine, because they deserve it more than anyone else, and they are very proud of it. And I can think in a few people that talk that way and give that speech of I don't know, supremacy, but supremacy from a very egotistical kind of point of view. But without giving any names or anything, it doesn't matter who is. It's not right that the happiness of a very few people is at the cost of the majority of people's misery. Okay, it's not right for them at the cost of misery of anyone. That's why I say have to be a minimum. And definitely, I be living there is poverty, there is wealth. I've been living from all my life in the bottom of the scale. We come from a very, very humble background, where we don't have nothing, apart from a very small flat. We will live a big family in a very small flat. We didn't have an apartment for holidays or a car or anything. We had enough just for the food and the clothes, But we have education provided by the government. We have healthcare. We could afford to live in a small flat, and I say very small flat. However, we still live in we're homeless, So yes. There is a standard of life, and that standard of life is for everyone, And maybe will be the odd case that, unfortunately, will fall from that, unfortunately. But we have to try not to leave anyone behind as much as we can. With that minimum, because with that minimum, you can live. You can even be happy. Look, to be honest, I was very happy, I have the love of my family, and I have a great love of my family, and I remember very, very happy moments, when, and I have some toys, very good toys, I have to say. My mom worked very hard for give us a good toys in Christmas, but I have very good presents, handmade from my family, very, very good presents, handmade presents. So yeah, definitely, you can live with the minimum, but you need the minimum. And they have to, whatever is in government, whatever is in power, they have to understand that, everyone needs this minimum for living, okay? You maybe can not provide luxury for everyone, and that's fine. But you definitely need to be sure that there is the minimum, and that is health, education, a place to live, and food, obviously, food, of course. And that's all I want to say about this video, and how those international laws, sooner or later, they're gonna impact in every person's life, and then we need to be aware of that, and we need to stand by those laws as much as we will stand for human rights that are more basic, and obviously there is more there is priorities, but we need to be aware that those international laws will affect eventually individuals' lives as well, and they are there for a reason, and companies cannot ignore or abuse those laws, because also, you know what, when someone ignores the law, when the company ignores the law, they think it's because it's a survival kind of thing, you know, when they are the strongest we survive. No, I'm afraid not, because those laws are for everyone, and you are included. You are no different from everyone else. You need those laws as much everyone. An example is the CO2. If the CO2 is ignored, and we make as much pollution as companies make as much pollution as they want to, because there are no limitations, the air will be so contaminated that it will become unbreathable. So it will affect the person that is making those emissions as well, you know. So yeah, definitely laws are there for everyone, for absolutely everyone, for the well-being, not for a bad thing, for the well-being, and they need to be respected. Okay, and that's everything. It's now in 29 minutes, and I hopefully managed to upload the full video. That's me for this week. So just to say, be safe, be well. Okay, be well, and be aware of these international laws and what we can do to make them to be respected, and you know. First of all, from us, you know, individually, you need to play your part, you know, and be understandable about those laws, you know, when we try, and I do as well, get cheap prices for items. Think about that, how that's gonna affect the companies to meet the rule, you know. So we start individually, and we think. I heard one time we think locally. We are locally, and we think globally. I'm not entirely sure now, but it's not exactly that here, because it's no. Well, it's thinking globally as well. But yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah, it's thinking globally, but definitely think globally, because we haven't been thinking globally. These laws are international, and I think sometimes we forget about them. So definitely act locally, think internationally, but think internationally. Don't forget, you know, we are in a planet where we all need to share the planet, okay? So it's important that we think about those laws, international laws. So yeah, definitely, I'm gonna stop here, and be well, be safe, okay? And hopefully I will see you next week with more videos, and hopefully this maybe shows some light, but also maybe it's asking too much, but hopefully it's a bit entertaining, you know. I would like to think people find it a bit entertaining, you know, because I could use more diagrams and more facts, but I know that's not my purpose. My purpose, I would like to think that I maybe show some light to maybe people that you know, haven't been thinking about those things, but also to make it in a way that they don't find it they find it difficult to follow, or you know, even boring, you know. So hopefully that make more manageable, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's no comedy value. I do I do understand that. I'm not trying to make comedy value either. But yeah, hopefully it's okay to watch this video and to have to think about things that maybe sometimes forget about it, you know, and to clarify why those things are important as well, you know. So yeah, that's me for today. That's the last time I'm gonna say it. I hopefully see you next week, and be safe, be well. Bye bye.